Can't lie, bro.
Sparky's back.
Rap's most embarrassing freestyles. 30 minutes of niggas just failing. What better video to react to? Let's go.
Ever since it started out in the parks and block parties, freestyling has always been a key aspect of hip-hop culture. But as it morphed from the days where MCs were trading bars for fun, it became a highly pressurized scenario. Suddenly, every battle was recorded, while the radio freestyle became a proving ground for artists to let the world know that they were a rapper on the rise. Of course, not everyone sees it as a show of prowess. Some MCs have made a mockery of the whole thing.
Back when I see you. Fuji water. I'ma go and on my daughter. You don't believe me? I'm a mom. Real.
Bro, niggas just be vibrating their head and saying a bunch of syllables and they think that that's a freestyle, bro. They think that shit fire, bro.
On the track, come through with the sandwich.
Bro, this nigga Earl sweatshirt looks like one of my mods so bad, bro. Like, it's actually insane.
Others, such as Vince Staples, point blank refused to do so, seeing it as a way to basically dehumanize rappers.
I think the chubby cut on like 8 beats. I'm like, why am I rapping still? Cuz like, I'm looking at this nigga Corey like, we f***ing songs up now. I don't got nothing else. I ain't finna sing a freestyle. This got me rapping, cuz I'm not finna be sitting there rapping for no white man for no hour, man. That's the auction block.
But the easy out for niggas, bro. Just bring up their race and use that as an excuse. Yo,
to participate in this rite of passage, there are times where they either have a really off day or simply realize that it's an ability that isn't in their skill set, leaving some probably wishing that they had taken a leaf out of Vince's book. It's your boy Luesta, and these are hip-hop's biggest
I don't know why they just
fails.
don't
And when it comes to rappers floundering in front of a live mic, it doesn't get much worse than Smoke Perp. One artist whose relevance brought him to the attention of Travis Scott's Cactus Jack Records, Smoke Perp was really on a roll for a few years. Capable both in the booth and as a producer for other artists, including frequent collaborator Lil Pump, Perp seemed to have it all going for him. But when he made a fateful trip to Tim Westwood's Capital Extra show in the UK, he was about to get exposed as someone who really couldn't go off the dome. In a video ironically titled
Spotlight and then Moonlight, I don't really with the limelight.
40 minutes of fire.
This shit was so ass, but it was fire at the same time. It was fake catchy.
MC. And not only that, he made a succession of borderline disturbing noises in between his lackluster bars.
I see and it's afraid to let go. Give me my perkies, boy, don't you let go.
It's like what makes this worse is that he's doing this on X Beats, bro. It's like, damn, son. That community definitely cooked him. Then the old heads cooked him. Even though I don't know what they expected. Nigga, have you listened to Audi, bro? Like, we've gotten worse distortion in music since then, but like, bro, back then that was like groundbreaking distortion, bro. Like, that was like old head repellent. Shit was crazy. Smoke Perp being part of Cactus Jack never made sense. It definitely didn't. But they were still trying to figure shit out. I guess this is before they had like an actual direction, and they were just like, okay, I guess we're just gonna have a label, like how Jay-Z has a label, but like he don't sign niggas that sound like him. Like, having labels that are more calculated with their decisions on who they sign is like a thing that's more popular now. I think I can freestyle better than Perp, and I don't rap like that. Oh, you definitely probably can.
I know they say it's toxic and deceiving, but I know it can change.
Nigga forgot he ain't have auto-tune there. No, I'm sorry, bro. This nigga looks like a fucking old Mexican nigga that just fucking stumbled his way into some accidental fame, bro. Like, he looks wrong in those grills.
At one point, Perp ran out of words to rhyme and just started mumbling, literally.
This shit was so ass, bro.
But nothing gets worse than the part where he called himself a boner.
I'm a mother boner.
Oh my god, and then this shit too, bro. And then it's like, nigga, he kept going for so many beats, bro. Like, just stop.
Smoke seemed to be under the impression that he was killing it, which he expressed on an IG Live after the fact.
Nigga, he knew he wasn't killing it, bro. He was engagement farming, my nigga. Like, come on. Bro sounds asleep. Oh, God. I thought he was Juice WRLD. I think this was honestly before Juice WRLD, bro. I don't know who he thought he was.
But the reality was that he was really flopping hard. And in turn, this has become such an infamous video that it serves as a reminder to some people that it could always be worse. I honestly come to this whenever I'm having a bad day. Then his stupid lyrics get stuck in my head and make me smile at random points later. Thank you.
That's how it be.
If you've watched any of my other videos which featured the Florida rapper, you'll know that he isn't exactly adept at accepting criticism. And this time, he claimed that the fact that he was going over sacred beats from XXXTentacion was the real problem, rather than any lyrical deficits he had.
I also gotta realize, even the only X made me freestyle on Sad too. You know what I'm saying? I did not want to do that. I feel like I did not have the right to freestyle on Sad and Moonlight.
In Smoke Perp's case,
you know what the issue was around this time too? This is when like niggas actually still cared about proving themselves on these radio shows when it came to freestyling. And like some niggas would actually like have their verses written. I don't even think this nigga writes a verse before he steps into the studio, so he definitely wasn't gonna have anything written. But yeah, that's why I felt like he had to lie. I feel like nowadays they don't even make these little niggas freestyle, or like they just have some shit on standby. Or like what they'll do now is like they'll have a song already and they'll be like, all right, bet, freestyle, we're gonna use that to promote this song. That's why like On the Radar and shit is so big now. Like nobody fucking freestyles that shit, bro. But freestyling is hard, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest, a big misconception is that all rappers can freestyle, bro. I kid you not, like 85% of rappers can't freestyle. And if they can't do it that well, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like freestyling is really like a rare talent. A lot of niggas can't even rap. Freestyle? Fuck out of here. Around that time, I felt like people cared a lot more about hip-hop no bullshit. No, that's a fact, because they still had the older heads as the gatekeepers. Because it was still like, all right, yeah, you're cool, but you're still gonna have to get through Ebro in the Morning and all them fucking old Joe Budden niggas that fucking rock aware and all that bullshit, nigga. Now it's not even like that, bro. Like the gatekeepers are like people that have more of an ear for this type of shit. They gotta get Netspin to freestyle or something, bro. I kid you not, bro. The world might implode if that nigga actually tries to freestyle, bro. Like, come on, bro. His career sounds like a freestyle of a nigga off perks, and that's no disrespect to Netspin. I think some of his shit cool, but like Netspin and freestyle should not go in the same sentence. Freestyling is fun as fuck. That's a fact, especially if you with your niggas and not susceptible to being judged. Fire. Rocky and Ski Mask could freestyle pretty great. That's a fact. Though, but that's like rare. Those are like two niggas. Tyler too. You know, that earlier thing wasn't a good example. But yeah, gatekeepers can't stop TikTok fame. Facts. Net trying to freestyle would be like splitting an atom. Son. Exactly, it'd be impossible.
You see a prime example of someone thinking they've got it on lock when nothing could be further from the truth. And unfortunately, this is something that happens to rappers from time to time. Just take a look at Iggy Azalea's offensive appearance on Slate in the Morning.
Ooh, that was bad.
By now, you have to be a really big Iggy stan to not accept that freestyling really isn't the Australian MC's forte. But beyond that historically bad 16 she delivered at Splash Festival, which felt like she was speaking in the language of creatures from Saturn.
There's no way she's actually saying anything, right? There's no way she's actually saying anything. Is she even like, why? I wonder why she chose the profession of being a rapper. Like, is she actually like musically talented? I ain't gonna lie, bro. Let me stop talking, nigga. She bad, bro, so it don't even matter.
There are other times where she's really embarrassed herself.
Oh no.
Take her appearance on the legendary Sway Calloway's show, where appropriation of the culture
that shit was
way
fire.
too far.
You earned yourself the title of Goon Star of the fucking month, nigga, because you know that shit was not fire. Don't get me wrong, shorty bad and all, but nigga, I can be honest where I can give credit where credit is due, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, nigga, her credit score ain't high.
Give me a beat, Wonder.
Oh, a beat?
Give us a hot 16.
You go fire on Cardi beats? Oh, hell
I cannot
no.
give you a hot 16 to this hood-ass beat.
You don't like that one?
There ain't no amount of nutting that nigga could do in her to make her fire on his
Yeah,
beats.
if you want me to tell you
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm about to
And
tell
she
you a little
carried his
story
child.
Good, I like that.
about a guy I was dating.
Oh, shit. We wouldn't know
Wanna
him,
hear
would we?
No, you wouldn't know. Of course not. You don't know
Okay.
anyone I date, boy.
Okay. Well, damn, I like this.
You
I'm
don't know
very
Cardi.
private.
Nah, this is
Despite
before
claiming
Cardi,
she
though.
couldn't rap
I'm
over
stop
such a
hating, bro.
hood-ass beat,
Don't
Iggy
fuck.
then proceeded to deliver her raps like she was in the trap houses of Atlanta her entire life.
You got a
You know who was in the trap houses of Atlanta there in Tottenham? Let me stop.
house on the hill, sits in the valley. Said he trying to move on with life, but he still want to be a good daddy. So I sit in a ride cause I don't want us overlapping. She spending money on Mac. That's cute. I get checks from them in Paris. Better check my tax bracket. What you think was gonna happen? Nagging, now he's leaving, and y'all broke up like madmen.
You know, the sad thing is, this isn't terrible. It's just like her delivery is forced. Like, nigga, where in Australia do they talk like this, bro? And it ain't even like, you know, she's just, you know, sometimes when niggas from other countries sing, they just put on an American accent miraculously. Like, she's not even really doing that. Like, nigga, she's like, she's talking about the beat is hood, nigga, but she got the hood accent, bro. Like, the generic hood accent. Barty, gotta give it to Cardi. He always got to the baddies first, son. That's a fact. I can't even lie. I've heard worse freestyles than this. That smoke perp shit should be illegal. Nah, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But this isn't terrible, though. It's just her delivery and her voice is just, like, not that good, to be honest.
No, housewife, just desperate. I know you're trying to let go, but accept it, because the whole world is watching, and the paparazzi is flocking, and we fly shit when we drop in, and we shut down your party.
The end result was a disgusted audience who were already wary of her deciding that she was a plague upon the culture.
And it's sad, too, because,
the fact
like,
that
bro,
she tried to have a black scent her entire career
this was such a long time ago that, like, we've gotten so much worse freestyle since then, bro. Like, this is actually starting to not sound bad to me, bro. But I remember when this happened, it was just like,
using the term hood-ass beat and calling Sway boy, this ruined how I looked at
This is a good point, though.
Like, why the f would you take an Australian immigrant and allow her to embarrass the entire genre of rap?
Oh, no,
and with incidents like that, it's really no surprise that hip-hop collectively turned its back on her over time. But while what the fancy rapper did was genuinely uncomfortable to have to endure, other rappers' freestyle flops are just hilarious. At the beginning of his career, Drake was known for fusing his witty bars and clever hooks. At every opportunity, he was determined to show that when he put his mind to it, he could embody the essence of a classic MC. And right around the time his debut album So Far Gone was making waves, he got the chance to prove himself at one of hip-hop's most legendary freestyle platforms, the Funk Flex Show. Hopping into the booth without hesitation, Drake was initially flowing with exuberance. Even if the BlackBerry in his hand took the freestyle aspect out of the equation.
A lot of y'all niggas don't even know, bro.
And if your man get the stuntin', we'll buy him out. Cause we be living with these other rappers lying about. Drizzy Drake, what? Funk Flex, hot 9-7, I'm so gone.
And over time, it became clear that he was over-reliant on it as he gradually ran out of lyrics, and did the utmost to cover it up. But all of his monologuing into the mic
He came such a long way, bro. And not in the way that y'all think. You reverted, like... I remember this. Nigga just ad-libbed the whole time.
That's how you feel tonight, Flex?
No, this is when Drake had like negative 20,000 swag, bro. Like, I'm so like, nigga, the fact that this nigga ended up being like the biggest rat, like, just objectively now, like, just looking at how this nigga looks, bro, like the fact that he became the biggest thing in hip-hop, bro, like, look at this nigga, bro. That's insane, bro. This nigga's improvement needs to be studied, bro. Like, he got it now. He got it now. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Drake, I always have respect for Drake, bro, but fuck. This shit was not it. He didn't even write his songs, no wonder. I wouldn't say he didn't write any of them. He did have a lot of other artists credit on his music, but like, bro, come on, he writes some of his shit. What's good, Volkeezy? He looks like such a dork back then. Nah, word.
Yeah. All right.
Like,
all right.
Even with fame, like, this is not one of the niggas you wanted to bring around the hoes, bro.
Can we come back? Yeah. Nice. Hold on. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Nigga said I promise, like, bro, like, he was just like, bro, this nigga was a cutie patootie, bro. Like, come on, he was like, I'm gonna get him, I promise. Like, come on, bro.
So crazy. I promise I'm gonna get him. I promise. I can't give him everything, Flex. Like, no, you can't. I can't give him everything because, you know, like, you gotta understand this.
Because some of that shit gotta get put on a song.
You want me to do it again? You want me to give him? This is my first, like, real time.
Nah, this is the Degrassi wheelchair nigga.
This is long before Drizzy was ever exposed by Meek Mill for the whole.
I'ma get it, I promise. Word, Volkeezy.
So what was funny even back then has aged even more hilariously. When you text your ghostwriters and they don't reply. In Drake's case, running out of bars that were already being recited from a phone produced a real blotch on his record for hip-hop heads that wanted to see if he could really spit. However, this certainly isn't the only way to embarrass yourself. Because in the
This
case
could
of
throw
LA
your career off
Legend,
back
the
then,
game,
bro.
the problem wasn't running out of bars, but recycling the same ones over and over again. Renowned for his unique name-dropping style and evident ability with the pen, the game is arguably underrated as an
Why this
MC
nigga look like
due to
LeBron,
the
bro? If this nigga grew up in like the hood side of Cleveland instead of Akron.
antics that overshadow his true work on the mic. But this isn't limited purely to his
When was that?
countless
The video
ridiculous
quality
beefs
looked older
and
than
drinking
me.
fake bottles of liquor on stage.
I don't even know.
For a while, the game seemed to forget that the internet never forgets. Every time he was asked to freestyle, the Compton MC
Nigga,
would
Akron
repeat
is the
the
hood,
same bars,
or
word
like
for word,
another hood,
regardless
bro.
of
Like
the
this
setting.
nigga was
All
like, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest, nigga. Like what, like bro? You expect me to know anything about Akron, bro? Like nigga, if LeBron doesn't exist, Akron doesn't get talked about ever. It is what it is, bro.
while putting on a show like he was coming up with them on the spot.
Black Wall Street, the building, Cosmic Cat, Philly. What up? Look, red rose, white ceiling. Nobody, no
Bro,
casket,
yeah,
just
this
blood
red rose,
spilling.
white
I ain't
ceiling
the
shit,
dead
bro.
president, but I love millions.
Bro, this nigga with the red rolls, white ceiling, my nigga, bro, this nigga in that bar was like the ex that you keep going back to, bro. I swear, bro. This nigga did not let that shit go, bro. I hope he plays every single time that he said this shit too. I was just about to say that. Nah, yeah. I'm learning, bro. He low key does look like LeBron now. OD, bro, nigga got that same fat ass
Like
nose.
King, where you been? Shit, blood chilling.
Put this shit on YouTube, World Star, wherever the fuck niggas be putting shit. Check it out. Red rose, white ceiling. Nobody, no casket, just blood spilling. I ain't the dead president, but I love millions. They like, King, where you been? Shit, blood chilling. Red rose, white ceiling.
Red rose, white ceiling. Old niggas, bro. Funny.
Understandably, this got him majorly clowned, and it has become a lasting meme surrounding him. Hey game, how have you been? Red rose, white ceiling. But like many rappers who refuse to take an L, Game came up with an excuse, insisting that he didn't care.
Really long song that Cool and Dre had produced. It was just a point in hip hop.
I don't think that was an
going
excuse. I
around,
think that
and
was
really
just
do.
like the
every time somebody
reality.
asked me to freestyle, as always do, I just say the one that on my head that just sticks, and that one was so dope to me. I just kept saying it and saying it and saying it. I can do whatever I want to do. Like I can freestyle. I don't have to freestyle. At that time, I wasn't even that passionate about like rap or music, and like I was just chilling. I love it, man. But I mean, that guy has a YouTube channel. He wants views. He wants clicks. Why not use me? I'm the biggest rapper in the world.
Are you the biggest rapper?
I am.
Considering how wealthy he already was at that point, maybe
I
Game
couldn't
truly
tell you,
didn't
bro.
feel like
I never
devoting
listened
time
to
to
the game.
producing new bars.
It wasn't my
But
type
what
of
really
shit, bro.
hurts is when you see a rapper give their all to a verse, only for someone to belittle it. And when it comes to radio hosts, the master of destroying an MC's self-worth in a matter of moments is
Charlemagne.
undoubtedly Charlemagne the God. Whenever you come to the Breakfast Club and decide to spit bars, you
Fun fact, this nigga got the same birthday as me.
already know that you've got a tough crowd awaiting you. But one man who found out just how savage they could be firsthand was Safari. Towards the conclusion of an interview, he decided it was time to further promote his upcoming project by delivering some bars, only for Charlemagne to make it clear that he felt they were horrible.
I'm feeling lyrical and biblical, sitting up on my pedestal, no matter how you see it.
This is how the meme started, bro. The lyrical spiritual kittle. Lyrical spiritual miracle. Yo, this shit's so it's not ass, bro, but it's just like, yo, Safari freestyle wasn't even bad. No, but it's not like he's putting together a bunch of words that rhyme, but he's not actually saying anything. He's just like rhyming, bro. I think that's why niggas would say that this shit is bad, bro. Like, listen to this shit, bro. Like, is there a cohesive story coming out of this?
Project by delivering some bars, only for Charlemagne to make it clear that he felt they were
Go to
horrible.
the Breakfast Club
I'm
to
feeling
slap
lyrical and
Charlemagne
biblical,
head.
sitting up on my pedestal. No matter how you see it, I'm the pinnacle.
Look.
It's pitiful. You an imbecile. If you try to make it physical, you end up critical. Huh, huh. Think it's subliminal, nigga. You not no criminal. Stereotypical. Don't see me, I'm invisible. Okay, I'm switching up the pattern. Stamina spasm.
it's
Combative. I'm a
not,
really
you
flattened.
know?
Violent assassin. Got God on my side. Christ with a passion. A bunch of mad ex. Fatal attraction. Feeding y'all. That's a distraction. Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front. Don't deal with a back end. Your pockets on a diet. I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't.
No, it's still not bad though. It honestly isn't bad.
I'm saying that. We don't rap the same.
I get what, like, it's. I think it's still. I still do think it's the lack of cohesion. But like, it's still not bad, bro. Like he
Same flow.
come on.
You know what? I can't with y'all.
Just saying a bunch of nonsense.
One of the
on
most
raps.
brutal
Yeah,
downs
pretty
in
much.
Breakfast Club history,
Straight
Charlamagne took
faces,
Safari's
bro, come
sense of
on, bro.
self and dragged it through the mud
Not that
to the
bad,
point that people are still terrified by it to this
Wouldn't put it
day.
on my car,
When you
but-
rehearse that freestyle for countless hours with dedication and passion, only to hear, nah, that ain't it, y'all. I ain't never seen a man so disappointed in another man before. But where everyone felt a little sorry for Safari, there are other times where Charlamagne eviscerated an artist to the glee of those listening. One incident like this came back when a young MGK appeared on the show. As cocky and brash as ever, MGK spent much of the interview gassing himself up.
MGK is actually
Did you watch
pretty
the
good.
Rucker Park freestyle? I was on the basketball hoop at Rucker Park.
You know, I haven't checked for any of your music, sir.
I'm trying to tell you.
I like Wild
no,
Boys.
I'm telling you, like, look, watch that. That's a legendary night at the Rucker Park. Like, I went there in Harlem with me and 3 of my Cleveland friends.
Okay.
And took it over, shut down the entire basketball court, stood on top of the hoop in front of the projects, and made everyone shut the f up.
Noting that Charlamagne was unimpressed by all the
bold
bragging,
words from
he
a
felt
bold
that a
man.
freestyle would be the ticket to garner his approval.
Motherfuckers calling my team Scarface, pushing that white boy like Tony, from the blocks to the island like Coney. Peep out, it's your bony young brother, came from nothing but a couple of pennies to a couple of millies. Now can you feel me? Yes, just that. Real biatch, Kel's biatch, taught to never
fuck with
snitch in
MGK,
6th
but he
grade. I
flopped.
wouldn't even show and tell.
Too many
Biatch,
genres.
I'm from the city where men is made. I had a daughter, now I'm trying to father
For
a
real,
junior like it's
which I don't
11th
think
grade.
people fuck with.
Haters looking my
I don't
garage
think
like
he's
where the
bad
whip
in
at.
any of the
Haters looking
genres,
around like where my
Like, I
click
ain't
at.
listening to this
Right
nigga
over
hit.
there.
I think his
Making
rock
sure
is
I
actually
pop
better
it's
than
avoiding
this
the
hip-hop shit,
dispatch.
bro.
Only thing that ain't moving is where my lips at. Cause all that chit chat with me, nah. I'd rather stuff my pockets with these dollars till the Fetty make it burst like pinata.
But with MGK pleading his case before Charlamagne even got the chance to say anything, he then wouldn't accept that it didn't entice the radio host the way he envisioned.
I don't see like how you can like listen to that and not like be like, that's.
It doesn't move me, man. Like,
Nah, this nigga just a bitch, bro. I can't like that shit was not bad. Like even for the standards of what was this, like 2013, maybe 14. Come on, like this was not bad, bro. This was dead ass not bad. Same his rock music was good to me.
Let him listen to the album. Let him listen to the album.
he's a nice guy.
Nah, man, I'm not trying to hear
Might
that.
not resonate with a lot
I'm
of
not
people
trying to hear
though,
that.
because it's just like
you
when you make
can't,
your mark doing one thing
I
and
saw
then you
potential
switch
in
to
Machine
another
Gun
thing.
Kelly
It's like,
early on, so
I'm just
Charlamagne
not,
is a dick
I'm
rider.
not
But this you have to realize, though. Everybody's just not gonna be into it.
Yeah.
No, but I understand that, but I'm not letting you not be into it. Like there's this just not gonna work.
That's dope.
See, no, that was insane. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is just like a little life lesson for you guys. If someone does not like what you made or like anything, you cannot force people. Like, think about it, right? Let's say this nigga said this, bro. Like you not liking my shit, it's not gonna rock here today. What did you realistically expect him to do? Be like, you know what, bro? Because you said that, yeah. I guess your shit is fire. Nigga, at that point, he'd be lying to you, bro. Like, if a nigga don't see the vision or he not fucking what you trying to do, bro, you can't force a nigga to see that shit, bro. You gotta make shit for yourself, bro, and just keep going. Because look at where this nigga's at, and it is what it is, bro. Pretty sure this was the same nigga that said Uzi wasn't gonna be shit. Like, come on. Hearing Till I Die in 2K was getting me in that mode for Park. Oh, God, bro. Oh, God. Like, I needed that, bro. I'm telling you.
That's what you should want to do.
So that was a crazy pull
For someone
right
with
there.
an ego like MGK, that must have been a
I didn't even
tough
know that
blow.
was him on
But
that song for a
Charlamagne
minute,
doesn't
bro.
care who you are. In certain instances, he's even taken people who only rap for a hobby down a peg or two. Here, we have his showdown with Lakeith Stanfield. While visiting the Breakfast Club to
fuck is
promote his
that?
latest film, Lakeith took it upon himself to spit some bars. The only problem is Charlamagne
Y'all ever
really
heard of this
wasn't on
nigga, Chuck?
board with them, and let that be known.
Mine's an isotrophically balanced cipher. Suck on my siphon, longer than white men. Sound bites to your ink is how you turn into Tyson. Burning the mic, she's like a virgin that tight, that make tracks drip something burgundy like. Bills looking right cause I don't break them, I make laws and burn down courthouses high off of baseball. Sliding in safe, this rape raw and infinite like my 96 Eminem and 8 balls. Pause.
I mean, like, his freestyle wasn't even that. Like, once again, like, it's like, I feel like I just heard a lot of words, but there's no story coming out of it, bro. Like, I just don't understand. Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, he doesn't even look satisfied with what he did, bro. Oh boy, bro. He's an actor. I didn't even know this nigga rap. Now I know he trash.
You not impressed?
Nah.
You spit some.
Face too.
All right.
But rather than take it on the chin, this sparked a beef between them, which went on for a while. Eventually, it progressed to the point where Lakeith waved a gun in a video while pointing it to an image of Charlemagne.
Be like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, older niggas just have that, like.
In response, Charlemagne claimed that he was in no way concerned for his own safety, yet wondered what was going on with Stanfield for him to jeopardize his career like that.
I was concerned for him. That's truthfully, I was concerned for him because I was like, what is this brother dealing with mentally and emotionally that he thought that was okay?
That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's the thing about a lot of these, like, older people, too. I don't even know how old he is, bro. I'm just going based off how the nigga look, bro. He don't look like he's anything younger than 32, honestly. But, like, the thing about a lot of these niggas is, like, their generation grew up off of, like, intimidation, bro. So, like, they deadass cannot accept the idea of someone telling them, like, yeah, your shit was not good. I feel like our generation is way more susceptible to that. And honestly, I feel like in a lot of ways, our generation is pretty sensitive too. But like, nigga, we're not about to fight. Like, bro, no one is like, bro, this nigga pointed a gun at a picture of this nigga after you were in the studio with him. And then nigga said, you rap then. Like, nigga, that was some little bitch shit, bro. Like, what you told? Like, what do you mean you rap then, bro? You're the rapper. Like, imagine an NBA player telling us, you go on and do what I do on the court. And honestly, some of them be saying that shit. And every time it's corny. Because it's like, nigga, come on. Like, you don't have to do the shit to have an opinion on it, bro. I don't have to be a chef to know that your food fucking sucks. I hate niggas like that, bro. Fuck. Yeah, in these freestyles, you gotta tell a little story to get people intrigued in what you're saying. Yeah, you know, just, you know. Yeah. I don't rap LOL, nigga got fried. Nah, word, bro. Nigga, that's the I don't run it right there. Old head opinions don't matter. Young people determine what's popular. Case in point, the 2016 SoundCloud rappers blowing up despite the hate by old heads. Facts. Pretty true. Can that be the clip? I don't know, bro. Shit, one of y'all niggas clip it, so I gotta go grab that shit later.
And you're right. Like, for somebody like him who's in the position that he's in, like, Lakeith is one of the most brilliant actors that we've ever seen. At least I think so. I think Lakeith is a brilliant actor. You know, I know a lot of people just know him from Atlanta, but, you know, I've seen him in things like Sorry to Bother You, and I've seen him in things, you know, like, of course, you know, the Fred Hampton movie stuff, but he's like a very, very talented actor. And, you know, somebody like that who, you know, sky is the limit for in Hollywood, you know, it was just kind of like disturbing to see that brother doing that, because something like that could cost him a lot.
Speaking on rappers who received Charlemagne's feared Donkey of the Day award for a rapping mishap, Joe Budden knows all too well what that feels like. Despite his acclaim as one of the fiercest MCs in the underground, no one isn't capable of a slip-up.
I'll never forget Ebro told Uzi he won't last and he'll never be a rock star. That's what I'm saying. I was talking about that shit earlier, bro. Like, you know, niggas just gotta be open to certain shit. Remember when Yachty got told by Joe Budden he won't be shit? LMAO. Yeah, yep. All them niggas had to deal with that shit at one point, bro. I'm telling you. In fact, we might see it because he's talking about Joe Budden right now.
And when Joe Budden decided to step into the battle rap realm against renowned Hollow the Dawn for the special Total Slaughter event, fans wondered if this was really the arena where his skills would flourish. And unfortunately, their fears would be confirmed when he started spitting.
You don't know none of his, you at a clear disadvantage, how the f you gonna win? That's when I grab my chin with a grin right there. Let's begin right there. That's the win right there. I mean, you brought this to fruition. You do that bait out there trying to fish. Well, be careful what you motherfucking wish, cause it's backwards where we going. For you, this is the moment of a lifetime.
It's like I keep thinking he's gonna end or like tie it back together or like say that one bar where everyone's just like, oh, and it just like never comes. Let's keep listening.
It's your lifetime in a moment.
Oh,
sure enough, it only got worse from there.
Had that coward sent to me. That bull'll be red when I grab monster cans, send 5 from ours in a G.
Before an exasperated Button
like I see what he tried to do there with the energy drinks, the 5 hour a month. No. Nah.
But if you tired, son, you ass another kid in doubt. I'm gonna wait till y'all finish.
I feel like the most famous artists were told that they were never gonna be shit. Yeah, I feel like everyone famous or everyone that's like the most respected in their craft at one point had to be told that they weren't gonna be shit, because to get there they had to do some shit that's unconventional. And when you're doing something unconventional, like, a lot of niggas just not gonna see the vision until it works, because it's never been done before. Literally. OMG, we really getting that summer air. I'm hyped for this year. Nah, real shit. I was outside earlier today, bro. It was nice.
Hard shit. Talking all that gangsta. Nah, chill. Cause now I'm talking all that gangsta shit. I do a lot of mad crips. When I message. And stop my time when they do that, please.
Still,
we don't know. I don't want to put none of y'all through.
Convinced that he had it in the bag, leaving people baffled at how he viewed this attempt at battle rap as anything other than a complete failure. The amount of self-confidence Joe has for absolutely no reason is inspiring. But one person who wasn't about to let him escape the reality of his misstep was Charlemagne, who dedicated an entire segment of The Breakfast Club to roasting him for it.
Dog here today for Monday, July 14th goes to our guy, Joe Budden. DJ Envy and myself specifically told me he was going to lose. We even bet him a rack. We were very sure that he was going to lose that battle to Hollow to Don. Get washed the way I thought he was going to get washed. I thought he might even get the W if his light-skinnedness didn't kick in at the worst possible time. See, the first 2 rounds were pretty evenly matched. The 3rd round came, and Joe Budden got emotional.
What did the other dudes say, though?
Behavior possible. Emo Joe
evenly
showed
matched.
up. I got a quote Hollow to Don. You was acting like a bitch. Give Joe Budden the biggest heel.
In battle rap, one momentary lapse in concentration can destroy your whole momentum. So it's kind of hard to blame Budden for struggling in his first and only major trip into that lane. Because if you look at the legends of that world, even they slip sometimes. Hailing from Jersey, Sue Surf is among the elite in the battle rap realm. Over the years, he has competed with the best of them, picking up historic wins and dropping crazy rhyme patterns that make your head spin. But it doesn't always go out that way, as sometimes Surf gets lost with his bars. And what's even stranger is that he has a nervous tick every time it happens, by simply saying the word Jersey.
I've been wilding Jersey. So I understand how you feel about Shine. Let's go. Let's go. Jersey. Look like Tory Doe. Jersey.
Okay. Yeah, that's just like the go-to. This probably why Chief Keef got beef with fucking Jersey, bro.
I catch him slipping.
I thought that was Kendrick Perkins. Nah, bro, I was gonna say he looked like Kanye, but I was like, nah, not quite. That's probably who I was thinking of, yeah.
For his fans, this is an agonizing thing to see.
I think that looked like Kendrick Perkins, bro.
That I'm out of here, along with the Jersey, is what makes it so sad to see. Surf is nice, but the confidence just be gone once it's gone. And at times, this is something that supporters of mainstream rappers can relate to when they see them make a real mess of a freestyle attempt or just can't conjure up any rhymes at all. During Kanye's incredibly heated trip to Sway in the Morning, where he famously told the radio host that he didn't have the answers.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. Kanye. I've been doing this more than you.
Kanye was also put on the spot and asked to spit some rhymes over 9 Inch Nails' Closer. To begin with, he seemed confused.
Nails, though?
What you talking about, man?
I just put it in rap form.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about what you talking about. Talk about them names, these corporations, this marginalization.
But it didn't get any better from there when he
crazy
actually
how, like,
started rhyming.
His personality can just switch. Like, look how happy he looked there, bro.
Feel like even if I don't, so I just might not, cause I don't want to. And I'm just gonna freestyle for the first time with a freestyle.
The air is thick as fuck in that room,
go
bro.
together. Oh. No rhymes. That's my new shit.
I can't lie, bro. These niggas is the OG clip farmers, bro. Like, why? Like, this nigga is so happy because he's like, oh yeah, this shit about to go fucking crazy, bro. Oh yeah, I got Kanye to freestyle and that shit ass. Oh my god, like, look at him. These niggas was the OG clip farmers, bro.
Nothing wrong.
Man, that was painful to watch. But Ye isn't the only goated artist to fail to live up to expectations from time to time. An artist who is often praised for going off the dome. We all know by now that Weezy is among the most accomplished artists to ever grace the mic. But like they say, every dog has its day. And a prime example of this is when he headed to Westwood Studio and left everyone dumbfounded for all the wrong reasons. After initially being presented with the idea of freestyling, Weezy asked to cut the beat.
I don't even know how to rap. They want me to spit. You ain't no other question after that? I just supposed to start spitting? I mean, like, you nah, I don't even want no music. I don't want no music. You gotta hear what I'm saying.
Like Weezy.
All those other things, it's just be, you know what I mean, distractions. What to say to you?
But even when he went a cappella, things didn't get any better.
Okay, welcome to the Carter, little shop of horror, bloody like a period, after the aura. Doctor, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, yeah. Not Georgetown, but I'm a uptown Hoya. Like Malloy, no lawyers. I got that work, come be my employer. Freestyling, for you, no, for me. For me, no, only for money.
Given everything we know about Wayne, it's fair to assume that he was probably way too faded on that occasion. But while Weezy arguably had an excuse that time, there are some instances of freestyle flips that just don't make sense to anyone. And a few of them could be found in the ranks of the XXL freshman rollout. And when it comes to disasters during the annual event, no one had one quite like Coi Leray. When Coi was selected, there was already plenty of doubt about what she could bring to the table. And surrounded by artists like DDG, Moray, and others, she quickly proved that freestyling wasn't her strong suit.
Oh, I love it when he say my name, yeah. Low key, that my little sneaky link, yeah. I love when he me to the beat, ayy. He a freak, fell in love with me, let's go. Watch this all get lit, ayy. Watch this all get rich, ayy. Couple niggas with bricks, couple niggas hold sticks, ayy. But you love my butter love me, ayy.
I'm gonna lie, they was on her dick. This shit dead not even bad. It was dead on her dick. This this was not bad, especially like assuming that she actually freestyled this shit too. This is not bad. This is like, especially for the standard, like who she came up with, bro. DDG and Moray. I'm not gonna say like they did something better, but nigga, like, you feel me? Like, bro. She sounded like Shorty off of Could Have Been Love. You're not lying. The one of the studs, right? And she was trying to get that deal. Yeah, she low key do. But by XXL standards, bro, this was when they were already going into shit, bro. This wasn't bad. Yo, 4D, you dead right. Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty accurate.
She resorted to twerking instead.
Yeah, bitch, you get money, let's
I promise you, bro, this is better than a lot of people that were on this list. If anything, they probably put so much pressure on her because she was like one of the people that she was one of the rappers that people had the most expectation for in this class. So, you know, obviously niggas are gonna have. Why am I moving the cursor around? Nah, I'm sick.
Naturally, this got her a whole lot of flack. She couldn't think of anything to say, so she started to twerk. Damn, this be hitting different on mute. However, what's even crazier is that somehow, not everyone learned the lesson from this massive flop. Taking to the same platform, Philly rapper Too Rare hit the exact same escape plan when the—
I'm gonna be honest, nigga, like, just the look, like, everything about the way that this nigga looks, like, it just seemed like doomed to fail, bro. Like, Too Rare? Like, that name is so corny, bro. I don't even, like, y'all listen to this nigga, bro? Maybe I'm sure.
Philly rapper Too Rare hit the exact same escape plan when the rhymes weren't coming.
Oh, for real, low-key advice. Nah, I feel you. Nah, he hitting that shit, though. I can't even lie. Bro, really from Philly, but he just a little
and just like
rambunctious
Coi,
with it, if
he
you know
got
what I
cooked
mean.
for it. He gotta be on the spectrum. He couldn't contain the zest any longer. Here, we see situations in which fans were shook about an artist not giving an opportunity its proper respect. But on other occasions, it's a rapper delivering a bar
sad
in a
thing
freestyle,
is, bro, like he didn't
which
even
is way
like
below
they didn't
their
even talk about his
caliber.
freestyle.
At this
like,
point, no one is
he
here
was
to
killing
argue
that shit,
anything
though.
other than the fact that Eminem is one of the most high-level rappers to ever grace the studio. Over the years, he has delivered countless incredible songs that are defined by his mesmeric ability to put words together in ways you'd never anticipate.
I got a beautiful wife, kids, and a gorgeous home. What would make me jump in the tub with a cordless phone? I'm straight vicious, I hit you with plates and dishes, leave you with 8 stitches. When I'm gay cause I hate bitches, it's only fair to warn I was born with a set of horns and metaphors attached to my dang umbilical cord. Warlord of rap that'll bash you with a 2x4 board and smash into your Honda Accord with a 4-door Ford. But a motor dropping an acapella, the chopper fella, the mozzarella worse than a helicopter propeller. Got you locked in a cellar with your skeleton showing, developing anorexia. When I'm standing next to you, eating a full course meal, watching you starve to death with an IV in your vein, feeding you liquid Darvocet.
But as he grew older, his ability to freestyle like this seemingly faded away. And in one now historic moment of misfiring on the BET Awards, M delivered this hugely trolled couplet.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump?
It's so
Probably
crazy how
not.
he started his own memes, bro. Like, yo, so many memes came out of this shit too. I low-key thought he was trolling when I saw this shit though. Like, once again, like, it's not even bad. It's just like the pinnacle of like niggas trying to sound like this. Sounds like a nigga trying to sound like Eminem, and I think that's why this was so bad.
Considering everything that M has accomplished over the years, people couldn't understand why he wouldn't have fine-tuned this line. So even his fans had no choice but to concede that it was an L. These SoundCloud rappers getting out of hand. Can't believe nobody in his corner checked him on this. They really all told him this was the move.
It was the garage.
In Eminem's case, you can at least see what went wrong. Intent on making a statement, Shady swung and missed. But where that is comprehensible, there are other freestyles where you'd straight up need to be on psychedelics to even try to tap into what they were attempting to say. Here, we have Haiti Baby's trip to the Bootleg Kev show. Following an interview, the Cali rapper decided to spit some bars, but things went left in a hurry, leaving fans wondering what on earth the plan was here.
Hi, I woke up top the mountain like a dragon. I was feeling real high.
I can't lie, bro. Bro, this nigga sounds like, bro, like if you ever grew up around Caribbean niggas, bro, like when they try to passionately sing anything, my nigga, this is like literally what it sounds like, but like in a joking manner. This nigga is dead ass, bro.
Feeling like I'm off the alcohol. I know I'm feeling tipsy. I'm a fuck a bitch. That's just it. I'm a little bit cool. I'm gonna cut up in a dream very cool. I'm gonna pull up with the rope.
Sounding
It's like he just went SoundCloud mid-song, bro. What the fuck was that?
Closer to a parody of a rapper on SNL than an actual MC, the whole thing left everyone that's ever heard it baffled, particularly when he floated between spoken word and everything else in between.
I'm so damn amazing. You thought I was fucking blazing. Shh. Ha, 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 ha. I'm walking up, bitch. I'm a dragon. My pants tagging. I feel like Haitian.
Yeah, this nigga really came here, said shit. I don't got jack shit to say. I might as well go viral today. And you know what? If that was the strategy, I'm here for it.
Bin Laden, but I'm in Latin. I might ride on my fucking coffin. This shit is retarded. You know that I started. Shh, quiet. Haiti, you have to believe in your dreams, wise one. You are the chosen one. You are the champ,
This nigga's
wise
having
one.
a sporadic
Do you hear
episode,
me?
bro.
Everyone will feel you. I'm gonna swallow the kids. I'm Mike Tyson.
And by the end of it, even the hosts were left baffled as to how to respond.
Get him an ambulance, bro. Get him an accessified home.
It's definitely the most unique freestyle experience we've ever had.
As a result, it's now heralded as an example of what not to do when it comes to flowing live. This guy tried to do the main trick, ad-libs, sound effects, and guest appearances all by himself. Man, how do you ever recover from that one? As always, it's your boy Luesta, and I want to thank y'all for watching today's video. As always,
I don't think a
I'll
deaf
see you on the
nigga could
next one.
freestyle that bad, bro.
Peace.
Nah. That was a funny video, though. That was a funny video. I'm feeling so many emotions right now. So many ways to describe how horrendous this is. Shit, lay one down, bro. Yeah.